My name's Derek Lambert. This is my cow, Tyrone Reynolds. This is how I survived the London Blitz. As the bomb stirred the ground and the shrapnel clattered down the road, we fought a quiet battle of cunning for the bedclothes. Feet touched faces, arms swung around chests, elbows elbowed, snores bubbled and spluttered to be silenced by ostensibly accidental blows. Fragments of wild dream talks escaped from the depth of our private lives. Enmity was closer to the surface during the caged nights than at any other time in our well-mannered lives. The system collapsed. After a few weeks, white-faced, shadow-eyed, we decided that for the sake of our health and happiness, 2 of us would have to evacuate the shelter. For the next few months, my parents slept on top of it, while I rolled and stretched and crawled and sometimes slept beneath. When the next lull in the bombing came, we crept back to our beds.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Hi, I'm Barbara McGuinness and this is how I survived the Blitz. It was the 18th of September 1940. Everything I ever knew had been swapped for rubble and devastation. Torpedoes were constantly falling, screaming was constantly echoing, bombs were constantly killing. With my own eyes I saw people fall and worry while I trembled myself, trying to ignore the pandemonium surrounding me. Urging myself to forget about the damage, thinking the best from the absurd situation. I began to feel fragile. I remember wondering, will it ever end? Will we ever make it out? Of course we were okay. It's just one of those things you have to put up with considering what others are going through abroad. Fire engines were everywhere, accompanied by screaming ambulances while police and airbornes combined to rescue civilians and escort them away from areas that could potentially collapse. I found myself in someone's Anderson shelter, near the river docks in the densely populated East End of London. They did not earn as much as me, so their shelter was free. The silence was painful to bear, until it was broken by the cries of women, all exclaiming their excuses for their sorrow. Although gradually I began to feel a closeness with the innocents beside me. There was a sense of comfort and understanding among us, which lightened a deadened mood. The dark and dampness of the shelter was certainly an issue, but it was just something you had to turn a blind eye to. There was no room for complaining. I was grateful for living.
Put that light out!
Every building seemed to be on fire, and in the distance flames were lighting up the cathedral. I was petrified and couldn't move. A warden dragged me to the ground as the scream of another bomb came, but he left me to run to a woman who was on fire.
Of course we were okay.
The fucking cow.
How'd your kids? How'd your wife?
The deadened mood. The dank and the dark heart. The
dank.
Potential collapse.
Exactly like that, yeah.
The bomb stirred the ground and the shrapnel.
Run, Tyrone!
Bombs were constantly killing. And you've got a little pause in most bits. My own eyes saw people fail. And you also see